Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another show. It's your boy Mac Vismo. This is the channel where tech is not the only thing, it's everything. What I want to show you today is I really want to show you some of the stuff that I like about iOS 14. So I got to start off with Safari. So for example, with the screenshot, the options that I like in iOS 14 with screenshot, when you're in the internet, you have the option which you never had before. You had the option to expand that screen, so like you can go full screen. You got an option for screen, and then with what we just seen right here, but with iOS 14 now you can go full page and you can get a zoom of the whole entire page. So I like that. And what I like with this, you can just hit done, and when you hit done you can save it, and you can save it as a PDF. There I can always go back and access it in my files. You know, you can store important web pages that you want to do the whole page. So I like how Apple have make it very easy to do on here coming from Android. Also, what I like in Safari, just to add to that, I just like the fact that now you can actually get a report, privacy report, which we have right here on the privacy report. It gives you a report of, like, you know, which apps trying to track you or stuff like that. But as you can see, and how much they protect you, but as you can see, I have zero traffic on stuff like that. And I just like how, like, you have the reader option right here. It's slow show reader. You can see it puts it in black, but it does take away some of the stuff, like most of the animation, so it doesn't look the same. So you can just like go back to regular view. Within Safari, if you know, sometimes how the mobile view cuts off a lot, there's a lot missing from the page. So I like the fact that now you can request the desktop website, so you can request that and it gives you a more solid and fuller website, so you get to see everything as how you see that on your computer. So I like that, because sometimes I'm in a website that I really want to see the whole picture. I want everything. The picture-in-picture, as Apple called it, which is multitasking on Samsung and other Android phones, where you have the capability of opening different apps and doing different stuff. Unfortunately, iPhone hasn't expanded on that. They only do it within Netflix. So if we go in you're watching your favorite Netflix show, what Apple has done now, like if you swipe out of it, it pops it up right here, and you can watch your video, move it around and do different stuff if you want to. I just like that. You can tap on it to make it smaller. You can even push it to the side, and it leaves like a little arrow that shows you that it's there. You can see it, it's literally there. So you can push it and move around, scroll, do your thing, pops it out back, and have a look at what you're watching. So unfortunately, you only can do this with Apple TV or Netflix right now. You can't do it on YouTube. So alright, so for my next feature that I really like, has to do with the camera app. Within the camera app, what I like you have to go in settings and change the resolution from 4K to 1080p, and I hated that. You know, I want to change the resolution while I'm in the camera, just like Samsung had. Apple now is slowly implementing that within the camera app. On your top right hand side where you have the 4K, I can change that to HD, back to 4K. I can change the frame rate to 60. I shoot in 24 frames per second. 4K, I think it's better. Also, when you swipe up, you have more option, like you can work the exposure as well, make it a little different. You can change like the exposure, because there's a wheel on there for you to change the exposure. There's another feature that Apple brought over. Go in settings. This one is in settings, and you scroll down to the camera app settings, and you go in there. There's a settings here that says mirror front camera. What mirror front camera does, your actual phone turns into like a mirror. It pretty much takes a picture of what it does, which I think that's what camera does, right? When you're doing a selfie, pretty much like I said, what you see when you're doing a selfie, like I said, pretty much what you see here is what you do. So we're gonna take a photo. It's pretty much the same. As you can see, it's detailed. So now let's move on. There's more. I like more stuff up. Yeah, what I like in the message now, someone send you a message and the thread continues, or if you're in a group message and all of that stuff, and let's say there's one particular line message that you want to respond to, you can only do that within WhatsApp and Messenger. Well, with iOS 14 you can do that in your regular message, and you have to have an iPhone for this to show on the other person has to have an iPhone. If you have an Android, you won't see it. I will see what I did, but you won't see what I did. So how did this work? Like my boy sent me happy Thanksgiving, so I never responded. So I do a 3D touch, Apple, that you took away. So I did a 3D touch. Here you have the option of liking, or you know, these little tiny gestures that you could put on a photo. But also down here they added replies. So when you click on that, you can reply to the message that you didn't, the older message that you didn't respond to, and it makes it very specific what message it does. As you can see right here, it has a little line that goes from that message to my reply. So if you have an iPhone, you will see that I am replying. I love widget. I love me some widget, man. You know what I mean? I love me some widget. And here Apple has, you know, if Apple's gonna do something, they're gonna do it right. So with widgets on Apple, they do it really nice. I love how subtle it is, and the change is awesome. So with widgets, if I long press, you know, you get the option. You start to have that wiggle app start dancing. I like that. Alright, so we're gonna add widget. That's DD Pool right there. I could add DD Pool to a widget, but I don't want. When you swipe left, it's more like widgets and stuff like that. So this is where I tend to set up more stuff. Like I have my weather, I have all the other stuff. I got my battery and my phone. Percentage, you know, if I open my AirPods, it's pretty much, if I don't know where my AirPods are. So if I open my AirPods, they will pop up right here. Whatever device is connected, I will see that with a green bubble. So what I wanted to show you is right here at the end of it. If you hold on to this, it will, you get the option of removing the widget. If you notice right here, it's they all are wiggling. At the bottom, it's not wiggling because this is more of a customize. I can customize that. So you have to click on customize while it's wiggling. And I only get the option. So you can remove that, and you can add any one of this that you see here. The reason I add the Google Assistant there because it's pretty cool to have. I like Google. If you own an iPhone before iOS 14, you gotta say, I used to complain a lot. So yo, I be doing something on my phone, say scam calling, some scam number, took up my whole phone. It pops up on the whole screen. So what I like with iOS 14 is the fact that now you can, it don't work like that. So watch, the banner pops up right here. So now you can get to do what you want to do, fiddle around, do your thing without being interrupted. So you can swipe down on it and see the full thing. Like this is how it was before Apple add this little smart feature on there. So you can swipe up and it puts it in the little corner right here. If you download apps, like all my apps, they don't go on my pages no more. Usually I put these there. Even if I don't want this much app, I just want it to be clean and slick, I can actually, with iOS 14 now, I have the option to clean that up. So by long pressing, you get the little apps dancing. I like that. So you click on the three dotted option right here, and when you click on that, you have the option to remove those, and I can just do done, and I just only have over here. I'm gonna turn this back on, turn this back on, and done. So now I have my second page. They're more in their relative spot that is supposed to be games. Apps that are other more like home app. You know, I can swipe down and I can search for the app that I want. So I'm not searching for any app right now, but and it shows you the most recent apps that you download and keeps it in the folder. If you tap on it, it shows you all of that. So I like that, how clean app library is, and it helps to clean up your iPhone. And even if you drag an app from app library, and let's say I hold it and I bring it to here, it's not deleted, it's still there. but you can grab apps to put it in a folder if you want to for easy access. So the options is still there. So if I remove this, so you don't have to delete it, I just can squeeze it and just edit home screen, and you get the option to move it. It will remove Samurai Jack from your home screen and move it to you have the option right here to cancel, delete apps. I'm not going to delete, I'm just going to let it go back to my app library. So boom, Apple, bang, bang. Some good stuff right there, like that. You're listening. Let's say I don't want this photo to show up in my phone, right? When you go in gallery. So what I can do here, you can with hide apps, pretty much album, but you can hide it. So if I click share, I can share. I know it's a process, I hate processes, but you can put it into hide, where you see this icon right here, like it was cut by a samurai. If you click on it, it will hide that photo. So actually, if you want to hide the photo, and I'll say yes, and boom, the photo is gone. So now that photo is missing, and you have the option to put more photos in there and hide that photo. Boom. All right, so now if you go in my library here, there is, those photos are not there. But then again, if you click album, but if you scroll, if you click album and you go down lower, you'll see right here it has hidden albums. So you can click on it, and then you see the 3 photos that you posted that you hide there. So it's still accessible, but with iOS 14 you can actually hide that whole album by going into settings and scroll down to the photo settings app, and then you go in there, it will show you hidden album. So with hidden album, you can just click hide album. So when you go back to photos, scroll let's go, it's not here. The only way you can turn that back on, you have to go back into settings, go down to photos, and you can turn on back the hidden app, and voila, it's here. So I like that. If some people, if you like, you don't want, you have photos but you don't want to share, it's fine, you can just hide them. It would be really great if Apple would like implement Face ID security to like photos, messages, or you know, to more native Apple stuff. Give your phone an extra layer of security, or you can lock an individual photo. That would be dope. That's on Android. Alright, if you notice with this photo, it looks great. The editor in there, you can do more. So I'm gonna hit edit, and you can change the filters. Like this is the original. You can change the filter to more brighter, or I like vivid. So let's go with vivid, cool vivid. And this is our photo. We make it superb. Look at that. It looks extra sexy. So I like the fact that now you can edit photo or videos and stuff like that. So, and again, if you like my video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. So guess what? I'm gone.